Hello guys, here we are again to analyze this spicy movie with super action scenes which is called Roadhouse, with starring Jake Gyllenhaal and the world UFC champion CONOR MCGREGOR. As we all know, when such a monster plays in a movie, all the fighting scenes is worth to analyze and learn from. Now in 3 videos we're analyzing every fighting strategy and techniques in the movie.
Nice place you got here. Peaceful.
Now this is the first video of analyzing Roadhouse movie, and at first we're gonna analyze the bar fighting scene, which has a really important fighting strategy. Here, as you see in the movie, Jake Gyllenhaal at first runs into some bullies in the bar that they're gonna make a mess there. At first he tries to not start a fight, but at the moment he realizes these fellas are not living it up there and they really want to fight, he makes a wise decision. He tries to take all these bullies out of the bar. Now here I'm gonna ask you, was he just doing this because he didn't want to make a mess in the bar or break the bar stuff or something like that, or he had other reasons?
Stop right there.
Here he had 2 reasons for bringing all these guys out of the bar. The first reason was when he saw they were breaking the cues and the stuff around, he understood that this fight is not gonna be just a physical fight with bare hands, and these crazy guys are gonna use the stuff like glasses, like cues or anything to fight with him. So he decided to bring all these guys out of the bar in order to have safe area out of any possible weapons. Now the second reason he was considering, and I insist you need to always keep an eye on this point, is this. Guys, when you're in indoor places like bars or cafes or anything, and there are plenty of men and women sitting around you and minding their business, you will never understand and recognize who is your friend and who is your enemy. And there are chances a person you're not counting of stands up and attacks you. So what he does wisely here is inviting these bullies out of the bar so he could recognize all his enemies and he could count them, and suddenly if someone's behind him or next to him, he can easily find them there. That's a good decision here.
To leave the premises. We'll leave. Sure. Before we start, do you have insurance?
What?
Like, you have medical insurance? Your coverage good? Like, you have dental?
Oh, haha.
Are they fair?
Why, it's not fair.
Oh, I just slapped you. Are you alright?
What?
Now here the next point in this movie. Here he has the outdoor area and he wants to start the fight. But here's a question. Why this guy, Jake Gyllenhaal, who knows his abilities, who knows he can handle all these guys and he's really confident, why does he start a fight with a slap? He slaps every single opponent instead of more serious and effective strikes. You think he couldn't really do that here? Now the answer is what I've told you in my previous videos many times. When you start the fight with a shocking strike like a slap or on his chest or on his diaphragm or something, especially when the shocking strike is on his face, with the minimum damage you have planted the fear on your opponent, and out of 5 opponents, 1 or 2 maybe there are chances that won't come to you and attack you again because they are afraid of you. And even if he wanted to come back with a punch, his next moves would have less power because of fear. So he won't come with the maximum power and you have increased your chances to win. Now another question is when he wants to hit this guy, at first he used a punch to his thigh and then an uppercut to his face. What was the purpose of that punch to his thigh? He couldn't just use the uppercut and finish him here at the first place. I've explained this strategy in my previous videos for you. When you're arguing with such a guy like this, which is completely taller than you and more powerful, do not think of starting a fight with a punch to his face, because your punch is shorter and doesn't have enough power to take him down. Instead, you need to use the sensitive points. As I told you before, here, on his arm or on his stomach, diaphragm, or the thigh, or beside the thigh, there are a lot of sensitive points that makes the opponent to lose his balance. Now when he sees his foot is close to him, he uses to unbalance him and then an uppercut to his face. This is a really good technique you can use in your fights.